Hi folks, Leigh Farnell here. I want to talk to you about something that's so important in companies and in business, a thing called team dynamics. Team dynamics. We had a situation just yesterday where a person had taken ideas and taken actions without anyone else knowing. In other words, what had happened was the boundaries were not set. The boundaries as to what are we going to agree is acceptable behaviour here. Or, they raced ahead without anyone knowing and caused a whole lot of what we would call interference. Interference to the point where one of the people on the group, a person said to me just recently, Leigh, this person assumes they are the smartest person in the room. When they come in, they automatically assume they are the genius, they are the one with all the answers, they are the ones who are wagging the tail, and the rest of the people are support cast. In other words, ego has got in the way. One of the biggest enemies of a high-performing team is ego. Ego. And we say it's so important you teach people the skills of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. You also need to have what we call team code. Team code and team boundaries. If you don't have a team code and team boundaries, you can be certain that what's going to happen is you're going to have friction. There is a famous formula that says performance equals potential minus interference. Performance equals potential minus interference. So if you don't have a good team code in place, team agreements, you'll have high levels of interference, which means you'll have impeded levels of performance, even if you've got a group of geniuses sitting around the table. This is all from Daniel Goleman's research into emotional intelligence. So what are the action points when it comes to high-performing teams? Well, first of all, you sit down and you set up some team rules, team code. And before you even do that, you need to let's have some team goals. In other words, what are we trying to achieve here? What are we trying to achieve? And if we're trying to achieve those goals, what are some of our rules? And the third action point is, and if someone doesn't follow the rules, how are we going to give feedback? What are some of our rules around feedback? Let's have some discussion around what is okay or not okay around how you give feedback. You see, if you haven't put a plan in place to have good team dynamics, then you'll end up with average to poor performing teams. Whether you're a sporting team or a business team, set up your team rules. Want to find out more about what we do and our color code system that we use to do that, to get the best out of fellow human beings? When you want to change your world, for the better, then touch base and get some of our free resources and tools. If you like what we're saying, give us some feedback, click like, subscribe to the channel, and come and join us so that we can help you change your world for the better. Thanks for listening.